I don't know if I necessarily agree. Picasso was a very famous Spanish artist. He was the one who invented the Cubist movement, and he's regarded to be one of the most influential artists of the 20th century. So, what was Mr. Popular talking about when he said that every child is born an artist? Did he mean that any of us can create a beautiful work of art that will sell for millions of dollars? Or did he mean to say that any of us can take a giant piece of marble and carve it into a phenomenal sculpture? If that's what you think Picasso meant when he said those words, then I don't agree with him, or you. Let me try to explain.
Check it out.
Look at how the paint is reacting. The white is still really wet, so when I pour the black paint on top, it just floats around and it separates and it creates this really sick marbling effect. It's one of my favorite things to do. So I actually do consider myself an artist. As a matter of fact, in a lot of ways. I work as an architect. I'm actually an architectural designer. I paint, I draw. I love working with my hands. So what I disagree with Picasso specifically is that word, artist. I just believe people have a hard time associating themselves with that word. They think of a funny person with a hat and a mustache in France just painting around, eating cheese and stuff. And it can actually be a little intimidating to compare yourself or to think of yourself as an artist. And I've actually felt that way myself, which is why instead of using the word artist, I've started associating myself as a creative, because the word creative just assumes that you have creativity or you're apt to be creative. I don't believe most people are born artists, but I 100% believe that all children are born creative. And I think that's a very important distinction to make. I'm actually really on board with the intention Picasso had behind this statement. The problem is that we associate it with the wrong word and it becomes super intimidating. I believe a doctor is creative. I believe a lawyer is creative. I believe an accountant is creative. I believe a developer is creative. Heck, even the mailman can be creative. See, I think all of these professionals and all of these people have to find creative ways of doing their jobs and creative ways of constantly improving themselves in their careers and being better than the competition. The sad truth is that, unfortunately, like Picasso suggested, we do tend to forget how to stay creative as we get older. So maybe I don't disagree with Picasso after all. Look, it doesn't matter. You don't have to consider yourself an artist or a creative for that matter. I just wanted to remind all the grown-ups out there that you have the power to manifest any life that you envision for yourself, no matter if you're an artist or a creative. And what about you? Are you an artist or a creative, or neither? Let me know in the comments down below. I love you so much, creative world, and until next time, never stop creating.